Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome inside North High School in the football stadium here. Opening round playoff action in CIF Central Section Division 4 as the number 9 Kerman Lions from west of Fresno travel down the 99 to take on the 8th-seeded North High Stars here in Oildale. I'm Jason Galvin alongside Rick Van Horn. Great to have you with us here on this Friday night, Rick. Playoff football, it doesn't get any better than this.
It doesn't. You know, this is kind of the play-in round, I like to call it, comparable to the NCAA Wednesday night game before the big March Madness, you know, because we've got a lot of teams with byes tonight, and we're getting ready for the kickoff here.
North High will kick off. Kerman won the toss, elected to receive. It's kicked short and fallen on at about the 34. Boy, that was blown dead by the officiating crew before anybody on Kerman had actually recovered it. If you're a fan of North High and you're tuning in, then you probably know that North is the team in the gray with the red. These teams do share colors. So the Kerman Road uniform looks a whole lot like the North High Road jerseys here tonight. So that'll be fun for those of you who followed the North High team all year. But North in their home, grays and red. And Kerman, the visiting team, the Lions, are in the white and red. And here come the Lions, led by quarterback Gavin Layton, 1,196 passing yards, 10 touchdowns to 5 interceptions on the year, completing 52% of his passes this year. And on the first play of the game, it's blown dead, and there's a flag.
Well, don't be. Even though this is an 8-9 matchup, Kerman comes in at 4-6, and of course North High's having an outstanding year at 7-3. Kerman, though, has the toughest strength of schedule in all of Division 4.
Wow.
So even they're 4-6, they've played some mighty good teams along the way.
The winner of this game gets Washington Union, who's 9-1 and the 1 seed on a bye. Kerman played Washington Union a week ago, so good for a chance at redemption. They go jet sweep, opening play of the game, off the right side, and that is Jacob Viles, who has himself a gain of about 3. It'll be second down and long.
Two contrasting styles here. You've got North, who's a ground and pound team with that double wing, and now you've got a Kerman, who's a wide open 4-receiver team. 0 backs in the backfield now.
And this is the first passing attempt of the game, and it is incomplete for Layton, that we mentioned, comes into this game completing just about 50% of his passes. The senior quarterback stands 5'11", also an outstanding corner for this Kerman team, which does not have many players on the sidelines. A lot of players go two ways. I was told before the game by head coach Stephen Hertz in his third year that Layton actually probably wouldn't play a lot of corner tonight because of the double wing. A lot of time to throw here. Rolls right, fires wide open across midfield inside the 40, and Kerman with the first big strike of the ball game, and that is taken all the way down and marked out of bounds at the 33. And once again, it is a Viles with the big catch.
That was all about Gavin Layton, the quarterback, their senior quarterback, buying time, keeping his eyes downfield, and hitting a wide open Aviles.
Fake the jet sweep, handoff right up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 3 yards for Joanna Acosta.
Joanna Acosta. All right.
He spells his name unique, Joeoanh for Acosta, and that's going to be a gain of 2.
Well, Kerman's got to take advantage of every possession they have, because if North gets the ball, they tend to put these 5, 6, 7-minute drives together and just eat that clock up.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Under pressure. Sacked. A double whammy for North High. And it was Anthony Wynn who finished it off. And there's a late whistle there. I thought maybe there's some laundry on the field. Nope. Instead, we have an official's timeout.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag, but I did see Layton's helmet come off, but he's not leaving the game.
That completion for Layton was a 34-yarder. The sack drops him all the way back to the 43. It's 3rd and 15 for Kerman. Layton, empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, throwing the whole way. Cover 2 defense here, steps up, throws deep down the right side, nearly intercepted. It would have been out of bounds anyways, incomplete, and a 4th and 15, and Kerman will send on the punt unit. Great first drive for the defense here of Northwick for giving up that big play. They didn't break.
Yeah, and that's what they got to do. They got to bend, but don't break. And once they get the ball, do what they do, and that's run, run, run.
North got a hand on it. It's blocked. Doesn't matter who falls on it now. The Stars are going to take over across the 50-yard line. What a start to the game for North High.
That was just a matter of Kerman's punter taking a little bit too long.
So North takes over.
I couldn't get the number on who blocked that, but I know he had a little size on him, so it took him a while to get in there. That's why
And there were 2 or 3 Stars who busted through the line there.
Yeah.
So here comes the North offense.
Stars opening up and they're going to open up their offense here.
Titus Least with 3 receivers to the right side. Sends his back in motion. Least rolls under pressure and is sacked right away. And that is John Velasquez with his 3rd sack of the season.
That's something you don't want to do on the first play of the game, especially something like that, a gadget play that looked like they were going to have a quick screen out here. You got all week to work on that.
It's interesting. I saw Richie Bolin walk up before the game to his quarterback, Titus Least, and they were working on a play like that on a rollout. And this is a run.
Oh, here he goes.
The middle goes Dean on the second play of the game. No laundry, and North High strikes first. A touchdown of 63 yards for Brian Dean.
That's just a simple double wings power play. That if Kerman can't stop that, it's going to be a long night for him.
Boy, Brian Dean came into this game averaging almost 10 yards a carry over his last couple of contests and 175 a game. And boy, did he explode on that one for 64 yards. North.
You know, Kerman they had all 11 guys within 7 yards of the ball, so it didn't take Dean long to get through that second wave, and off he went.
Extra point was good. It is 7-0 Stars. And Brian Dean strikes, the junior tailback for this North High offense. And when you run a double wing, having a running back who can go north-south real quick is so important. And boy, Brian Dean showed there the explosion once he got through the line of scrimmage there, Rick. There was no catching him.
There was not. Like I said, there was 11 players within 7 yards of the line of scrimmage for Kerman. And that's one thing you don't want to do when you're playing a double wing team is fall behind, because their drives are so time consuming that leaves you no time for a comeback.
Nothing like a 2-play, 42-second scoring drive to start the playoffs, right?
That wasn't all that time consuming.
No, it wasn't.
Kevin Willey, our camera operator. And here's the kickoff. Kerman takes it from the 15. This is not a team that excels in the return game, and it proves there. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line on that return for Louis Banuelos. And so Kerman will take over. 9:22 remaining, opening quarter, 7-0 North High. and the Lions will take over at their own 26-yard line.
We talked about Kerman having the toughest strength of schedule in all of Division IV. You know, they lost to Selma, who's top 5 ranked, Madera, Kingsburg, and to the number 1 Washington Union already this year.
And Washington Union's only loss this year came to an undefeated team. So show you how good Washington Union is. Deserved the number 1 seed. There was a fake sweep and a handoff and a little outside zone run and a broken tackle. And that is Alex Saldana for Kerman. Gets it out there for about 6 yards. Saldana filling in as the number 2 back because Matthew Gonzalez will miss tonight's game. And if Kerman were to win next week as well with a pretty nasty bruise on his leg. So certainly a blow for the Lions. And here's another handoff. And once again, this is Saldana. Gets it out across the 41.
Kerman, very balanced offense, almost as many yards rushing as they do throwing, so they're about 50-50.
And we have an official timeout. I think we're going to have a sideline warning for North.
A gain of 9 yards on the second carry.
They called a sideline warning, but they marked off the 5-yard penalty. I thought it was a warning, but
I guess
not.
Well, we're just going to skip right to the penalty. 1st and 10 now at the 46, and here's another little outside zone run and a flag, and that's going to be a hold. Multiple flags come flying in as the first carry for Acosta on this drive would have gone for about 6.
This Kerman offense is averaging about 19 points a game. Bad thing about it, their defense is giving up 29 points a game. So
they tell me the key to winning a football game is to outscore your opponent. So Joe Saldivar, by the way, is our referee tonight, just delivered that holding call. So it is 2nd down and a mile. Leighton to throw. Lots of time. Rolls right. Still looking. Keeps his eyes downfield across his body. Couldn't find anybody. Incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 20.
Good job by the North High secondary. I'm really impressed with this Leighton. He gets flushed out of the pocket, keeps his composure, keeps his eyes downfield. He's not looking to run. He's looking to throw it.
And we're being told it's actually 2nd down. We had a replay on the 1st down, so the chain gang was wrong. So 2nd down, and here's a screen near side across the 40. This is Solorio and another flag.
Very nice play call by Kerman, but it may not be well executed.
Once again waiting for Joe Saldivar here. Asking Richie Bolin what he wants to do. Of course.
Oh, it's going to...
Well, now he's actually wasn't asking Richie Bolin. He was telling him that we're going to pick the flag up. So no flag. That's going to be a gain of... Let's see where they mark it here. Wow, gain of 11 on the screen to Solorio. So 3rd and 9, ball all the way out to the 47. Leighton to throw. Has time. Takes a shot. Left side. Incomplete. A little bit of contact wouldn't have mattered. He was looking for Brian Valadez. And that'll bring up 4th and 9.
He had press coverage down here by North High, so he was going that way all the way. He didn't look off. He knew where he was throwing.
Gavin Leighton to start this game, just 2 of 6 for 45 yards. And he also is the punter and sends this one deep. And from the 22-yard line, here's Walt Lenore. Lenore cuts right and gets stuffed at about the 36. So that's where North will take over on its second possession of the game. Its own 36-yard line with 7 minutes, 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. See if they need more than 2 plays to score on this drive. Well, it's going to take at least 2. First play goes off the left side. The Stars pick up 5 right away.
But he got what they wanted. All he wants is 3 yards. North seldom punts.
Second run of the game for Dean. And here he is again, off the right side. Lowers his shoulder, gets 6 and a first down.
And it is first down on 5.
Brian Dean already at 75 yards.
You know, when you play a double-wing team, it looks like a lot of it looks like a rugby scrum.
Right.
You know, but again, a double-wing team's just looking for 3 yards. They're going to go for it for fourth down. 3 times 4 is 12 yards. That's first down. Keep the chains moving.
Dean checks out. A new running back comes in. 34 is actually not on our roster. This is Least who keeps it himself. Into the pile he goes. And you said they're just looking for 3 here, Rick, and on every play they're getting 4 or 5.
Yeah.
In fact, that time they're going to give Least the extra movement all the way down to the 47, so a gain of 6 for Least.
675, Latvia on top of 66.
And a pitch to 34, and that's going to be near a first down.
North's got some size up front. And by the looks of it, much bigger than the defensive line from
And here's
Kerman.
a timeout. This is an official's timeout or a Kerman timeout. We've yet to see. So Least comes over to get the call. This is an official's timeout. I think Stephen Hurt was asking them maybe to measure and was kindly declined, but maybe now accepted. It looks like they are going to measure this as the officials get together, and here comes the chain gang to see if this indeed will be 3rd and inches.
I thought he had the first down, the initial spot. But he's going to be about 3 inches short. 6 inches. Short, whatever it is.
And so it is 3rd down.
So North High is going to have 2 downs to gain 6 inches here.
Least under center. Well, at least tried to hard count, and somebody jumped on the offensive line for North. And that was Wyatt Birch, the sophomore right guard, who jumped early, and instead it's now going to be 3rd and 6, and Birch is going to come out. That won't make Richie Bowen very happy. Bowen was an offensive lineman back in his days here at North High School as a player, and then at the University of New Mexico as well. They're going to pitch it here to Dean, and Dean's only going to get about 2. And it's going to bring up 4th and about 5.
I don't think there's any doubt North High is going to go for it here.
Across midfield. Least Double handoff and bouncing around and not getting there.
51 and 66. Corner Norwell.
That's
a little confusion in the North High backfield, but you got to give Kerman credit.
It's another North High player that's not on the roster. But he picked up just 3.
Well,
and it's a turnover on downs.
What you have once you hit the playoff season is North High, I'm assuming it's like any others, bring up a lot of JVs and even some freshman players sometimes. many of the times that they're not on the roster.
So Kerman takes over from its own 46, best starting field position. First play is right up the middle, and just a yard. Layton on the designed QB keeper there. Gavin Layton has run the ball over 100 times this year, but he's averaging less than 4 yards per carry. Of course, in high school football, a sack hurts your yardage, so if you're a spread team that throws a lot like Kerman is and Layton goes down often, then he's going to have some negative rushing yards. He picks up 3 on that one. Second down. Ball skipped. Layton picks it up off the right side. Put a little move on. He's going to get across midfield and spin. Be marked down at the North 49.
Can bring up about a 3rd and 5.
Well, they actually re-spot that all the way back to the Kerman 49. So effectively goes for no gain, and instead it's now 3rd and 7. Gavin Layton takes the snap with 3 receivers left. He's looking that way. He steps up. There's a flag. Out on the ground. Who's got it? Looks like North. No, Kerman falls on it at the last second. There is a penalty, and Layton is very slow to get back up at midfield. In fact, hunched over right now.
Probably going to have a hold against Kerman.
There's the call.
No.
North declines it. They say North recovered the football. Alex Marquez recovered the football, and there's a Kerman player down over where the fumble was recovered as well. So, boy, that could be an ultra-costly play for Kerman. Not only do you fumble the ball, but your quarterback, Layton, was very slow getting up, and that's Brian Valdez, who is down on the far side of the field, and Valdez is the second leading receiver and a starter on defense, an outside linebacker as well. And Valdez, they are working on his right ankle and knee area. And we talked about it already, Rick. It's Division IV, right? So these are not teams that have 70 kids on the roster, even with call-ups. A lot of these players start both ways, play both ways, and you have somebody like Brian Valadez who starts at receiver and outside linebacker, and he has to miss time. That's troublesome.
Yeah, and they only have 30 players on their roster or on their sideline. So when you lose a player like a Valadez, that's probably 2, 3, maybe 4 positions, counting special teams.
First turnover of the game, and North takes over with Least in the gun and 2 backs, and it's a handoff to Dean right up the middle, and a flag, and this is going to come back. It'll be about a gain of 4, but this is going to be a hold against North. So confirmed on the hold for North High with 3:28 left here in the first, and the Stars leading 7-0.
Well, they've broken what we called broken the bone there twice. Now, the first play of the game, they went 5 wide, and there they go a little pro set. Let's see if they go back to their double wing. No, they're going spread.
Receiver in motion. Titus Lees takes the snap and hands it off to Dean off the right side. Dean across the 30 has to cut back and will be gang tackled by the Lions, who do a great job of keeping their eyes on the football. And that's just a gain of about 1.5 yards.
Good job by Kerman defense, not letting Dean get the outside. They set the edge, force him back into the rest of the defense.
Second down and 16 is the call here, with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the clock ticking. Here's a keeper for Least off the right side, 35, and knocked out about the 37. So a gain of 4. Third down, 12 to go for North. This is an offense that is not really designed to go 12 yards. Handoff on the sweep. And across the 45 goes Walt Lenore. This is still going to bring up 4th and long, 4th and 4 with 2:10 left. So a gain of 7 for Lenore on his first carry. And the punt unit is out for North. And a timeout will be taken by Kerman with 1:47 left here in the opening quarter of this one. 7-0, North High over Kerman here at North High School. I'm Jason Galvin along with Rick Van Horn. Great to have you with us here. Friday night, first round matchup here in CIF Central Section Division 4. Number 8 seed North, the number 9 seed for Kerman. And Rick, these are a couple of clubs that are certainly no stranger to adversity as they get ready, the winner of this game, to play the number 1 seed in Central Section Division 4. You look at North High and the unexpected departure of Norm Brown as head coach just a month ago. Richie Boland takes over his alma mater and is undefeated as a head coach so far. And across the field in Kerman, Stephen Hertz in his 3rd season, but just 2nd full season, after Kerman's head coach passed away before the 2nd game of the season. That will be down all the way back at the 28-yard line. So a couple of programs that are no stranger to kind of overcoming the odds here. And so as they look ahead to next week, I don't know that playing the number 1 team will certainly intimidate them.
It will, and from here on in, whatever team wins, they're going to be on the road for the rest of their schedule, provided they keep winning.
Stephen Hurt was the offensive coordinator when Anthony Taylor passed away back in 2017 unexpectedly. Lions take over their own 28, 1:47 to go. And this throw is caught across the 35 and wrapped up.
And that's what Kerman's going to have to do. They're going to have to catch it, and Layton's going to have to really shorten up his routes just like he did.
So that's a gain of 6.
That North High rush has got to him at least 3 times tonight, and we're still in the first quarter.
Layton hands it off. Maybe a yard. That was Saldana. They give him 2.
In that season at 2017, Kerman actually finished 10-2 for the year.
Pretty remarkable. 3rd and 3, under a minute to go in the opening quarter. And North jumps. Was it aided? No. So that's going to give the Lions a first down on the false start, or on the offside, I should say, against North. That's the second big penalty against the Stars lineman following the false start that dropped 3rd and 1 and made it 3rd and 6. North ultimately turned it over on downs, Rick. Can't really afford those types of mistakes. So 1st and 10 at their own 41. And again, this is Saldana, and he gets about 4. And that is going to be the final play of the first quarter here at North High School. And an interesting one for sure, but it's North on the board on the second play of the game when Brian Dean went 64 yards to pay dirt. That's the difference right now. It's the Stars 7, the Lions nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter here on the Kern High School Network.
So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Kern Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell-down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990. Or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade.
Welcome back. First play here in the second quarter, and once again, this is Alex Saldana who goes right up the middle and chunks off about a yard, and so it's going to be 3rd down and 4 here for Kerman.
Big down here for Kerman. They need to convert here on 3rd down to keep this drive going.
Acosta into space. Acosta across the 40. One man to beat in a foot race and dragged down inside the 15-yard line. Jawan Acosta explodes, and Kerman in the red zone for the first time in this one.
A little misdirection in the Kerman backfield. They had backs going everywhere, and if you're a North High defensive line and you're looking at the wrong guy, Acosta just ran right by you.
42 yards on the second carry for Jawan Acosta. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Saldana to the left and Acosta to the right, and Kerman has found some success here with this shotgun 2-back set in between Gavin Layton. And once again, a jump on the right side, and once again, it's North biting on the snap count. A 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 5 from the 7. And Kerman subs out both tailbacks now, as Chris Solorio will check in as kind of the receiving back, and the tight end, Jordan Perez, enters as well. 1st and 5. Solorio takes the direct snap, dances around, gets in. Touchdown, Kerman. Chris Solorio, the direct snap to the reserve tailback, and he danced his way in from 7 yards out. The first touchdown of the game for the Lions.
Again, a little misdirection. They've had their best success against North. Running misdirection, counter plays, fake the pitch left, out of the Wildcat, and then right up the gut.
Angel Dominguez, left-footed kicker's extra point is good. Dominguez came into this contest 19 for 20 on this season. His one miss was last week. Puts that one through, and this game is all tied up with 10:27 left here in the second quarter. That is a 6-play scoring drive that took 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
This game's turning out to be, it's going to come down to special teams. Every point's going to count because I think this is going to be a close one at the end.
So here comes Kerman to kick it off here.
Let's see if North High goes back to their bread and butter. Double wing and start ground and pounding it.
Deep to receive for North. Brian Dean and Trayvon Lenore. They call him Walt. And it'll be Lenore if he gets a chance at it. He's going to pick it up at the 12. And we'll try to cross the field and find a gap. And he kind of does. 20, 25, out to the 30 with a little hurdle to the 31. A nice return for Walt Lenore, who made something out of nothing there. And a little extracurriculars on the field here between the two teams. And there's a flag. I didn't catch the North players. For Kerman, it was Joaquin Gonzalez and Joseph Ramirez who were getting into it. Neither of them are starters. And so let's see what the flag here is.
Well, you'd think these guys, since the Delano Mission
fiasco last week.
Went viral.
Is that putting it politely?
Yeah. I've seen that.
Got to imagine the Central Section officials are all on top of that. And we're going to have, I believe, offsetting penalties indeed. So a pair of personal fouls. It should be dead ball after the play, so I don't think we'll have to re-kick, and they're going to mark it at the 31. So that's where North will take over. With 10 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second. And let's see if Titus Least indeed goes back to the double wing.
They're going to put a squelch to this real early, getting these two teams.
With a timeout for North, I believe. Well, I like what Richie Boland's doing here too, Rick. He's the one who went out and called a timeout, and that's a timeout for a team meeting. We're not talking about the next offensive play or the drive. We're talking about how we're going to play football versus get into a backyard brawl. One of just another examples of the kind of veteran leadership Richie Boland's brought to this club here at North High. There was a fantastic article, I don't know if you had a chance to read it, Rick, in the Bakersfield Californian and B-Varsity Online yesterday, I believe it was, about Richie Boland and how he's transformed this program. Came in right away, found out he was the head coach 25 minutes before a practice in Week 8, and has completely transformed the way North High runs this program. And they're going to go shotgun with three receivers again and hand it off to Dean, who goes up the middle for a yard here. And I'll say this. I certainly don't mind the idea of getting away from the double wing. We have a Kerman player who's hurt here. But it not working in the first round of the playoffs so far. And this looks like a pretty serious injury here for the Kerman player who is down, holding his left knee and writhing in pain down there. And that is Jesus Jimenez, who was a starter on the defensive line. And Stephen Hurt makes a slow trot out. This would be the third Kerman player to come up banged up, and this one certainly, unfortunately, appears to be the most serious. So we'll take a break here from North High School. All tied up between Kerman and North, 7 apiece on the Kern High Network.
So So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you. So what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Back here at North High following the injury, and Jesus Jimenez was helped to the sideline and is still being helped to the trainer's table by a couple of teammates. It is 2nd down and 9 for North. And again in the shotgun with an open set, 3 receivers to the right, and throwing and incomplete. And that was actually
Lenore there. No, that was Brian Dean throwing that ball.
Right, yeah, I was just going to say Brian Dean is checked in at quarterback for North High, which is an interesting turn of events. And I'm looking to the sideline here, and I don't see. Actually, it wasn't even Dean. That was the mysterious number 2 that we don't have on our roster. And so here's another new quarterback. I wonder if Titus Lease get hurt. Boy, that would certainly change things. Right up the middle for North. And that's also a player that we don't have, but it's a gain of 8, and it's going to be 4th and short.
Well, North High going back to what brought him here, and that's that double wing. So
another handoff on 4th and short. That is the second time Kerman has shut down North on 4th and short. And that time, it was a Campo who couldn't get anywhere. A turnover on downs.
Kerman's got a little momentum going early in the second quarter here.
And they will take over at the North High 40.
North High can't find their identity. They've ran spread and haven't had a lot of success. Come back with a double wing, and they've been stopped twice on 4th down. We got a score on the east side, East 13, Wasco 7.
So 1st and 10. 2-back set again for Gavin Layton, who's going to throw, and no, he's not. He's going to get sacked instead, and that is Gary Harris, one of about 3 North Stars who were in on that one. A 7-yard loss.
Talked about Kerman having to go into a quicker pass game, because if he holds it any longer than 2.3, 2.4 seconds, North High has been on his case.
2nd and 17, 2 receivers left, a pair of tailbacks splitting Layton, and again, that is Saldana And Acosta. And this is off the left side. A quick pass and a completion for Jacob Aviles. And that's going to get almost all of it back. It'll be 3rd down and 5 on a gain of 12.
We've got another score, BHS 7, and I think they're playing Clovis North.
Yeah, it's one of them.
Yeah, 7-6 BHS.
You called me out on that one. 3rd down. It was marked actually back at the 36, so 3rd and 6. They went hard count again. North finally learned its lesson. Layton, handoff, wrapped up by Harris right away. Boy, what a drive this has been so far for Gary Harris, the senior left tackle and defensive lineman. That's a 4-yard loss for the tailback Acosta, and it's 4th and 10.
If you're a defensive lineman for North High, this is a fun game because Kerman throws the ball so much, it allows you just to pin your ears back and get upfield and do what they do, what you see on Sundays in the NFL.
Layton, the punter, almost got it blocked again.
Actually a great punt, but
into the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, and that was Anthony Wynn, who already has a big play in this game and nearly blocked it for North. And so the Stars will take over, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, 7:38 to go.
I don't even think North's trying to block that. They're just putting on a normal rush and putting pressure on the...
And again, we have a change at quarterback for North, and we don't have 3 players who have been primarily part of the offense now. We do not have them on the roster, so perhaps call-ups will work on getting that here at halftime. We're on the roof of the press box here. This is a gain of 2. Out to the 22-yard line. And there's a star who's late to get up.
Update from the BHS game, 12-7 now Clovis East. So it's East they're playing.
One of the Clovises.
One of them.
North, South, East, West, Central, Buchanan. Did I miss any? I don't think there's an East, is there? No, there is.
There's
no
South.
South. That's right.
Yeah, it's in building.
Is it really?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Breaks free across the 40, inside the 40, all the way down to the 32.
Uh-oh.
He's going to get a flag for taunting.
Oh, jeez.
Boy, don't do that. And that's 34 who we don't have. That ball is going to go from the 22. This is unsportsmanlike conduct. It would have gone, looking where they marked it, all the way down to the 30.
I believe so.
So that's a gain of 48, and it's going to have a big chunk of it knocked off. Actually, they're going to stand, they're marking on the 31. So a gain of 47.
But that's going to bring up a first and...
It'll still be 1st and 10.
Okay.
Because it was dead ball foul should still be 1st and 10, right?
Okay.
After the run.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him 1st and 10, so they're not setting a change from where he went down.
Back at the 46, though. So a 15-yard penalty negates almost half of that run. And this is a handoff that goes for 1 yard.
After that first series, Kerman's done a great job negating this North offense to holding them to 1 and 2 yard plays.
The pitch to Dean. Tries to find some space, and he gets 4.
If I can just jump in here for a minute.
Kevin Willie, yes, sir.
Our viewers at home, we're having a little bit of video technical difficulties. So we're going to play like we're on radio here for a little bit.
Well, I need. That's good. I need to know that. You're the cameraman. What's the video technical difficulty?
Yeah, it's a power issue.
Okay, gotcha. Blame PG&E. Understood. Here's Dean off the right side now. Dances forward. He's going to get 6 more yards. It will be 4th down and short. Make it 4th and 2 on the 6-yard carry for Dean down to the 38-yard line.
This is going to be a very manageable 4th down for North High, but we've said that twice before, haven't we?
Yes, we have. There's been 2 different turnovers on downs. I had to check my notes there. Brian Dean has 9 carries already, and he's closing in on the century mark if he hasn't already burst through it. I have to do my math real quick here in the opening half of this one. By the way, looking over here on the sideline at starting quarterback Titus Least, and it looks like as 4th down, we'll call this play first.
I think he got it.
And that's Dean again. This will depend on the spot. I don't know where the spot is. He might not.
Man.
And they're going to measure it. Well, he needed 2 and he got 2. The question is, did he get 1.9 or 2.1?
Did he get a short 2 or long 2?
Right.
Now you were talking about Least that we haven't seen in the last. There he is on
and
the
I'm looking
sideline
down.
right here.
He's on the sideline, and he has
an ice pack
on his left hand that he's holding in his left hand. Now I can't tell if he's just holding it on his left hand. No, now he's putting it back down. So it's his right thumb, Rick.
Thumb, yeah.
It's his right thumb for the starting quarterback, Titus Least.
Well, it looks like North didn't get it.
And it is short.
And they're 0-3.
On 4th and short.
4th down. Kerman just doing a great job.
And so Kerman takes over, 4:52 left. And this is Acosta off the right side, and he is going to be chased down. He's going to lose about 4 yards.
Good job by North High defense, stringing that out, making him run east and west instead of north and south.
That is a 6-yard loss for Acosta. How about this? Acosta's got 4 carries, Rick. One of them went for 42 yards. The other 3 combined for -8.
Ooh.
I mean, when North is getting their hands on the Kerman players, they're making big plays. 2nd and 16, Layton to throw. Corner blitz coming. A strike across midfield, and it's caught for a 1st down. They're going to mark him down actually right at midfield, and that is Eli Quinones with the catch.
Throw by Layton. Great throw.
All the way out to the 49-yard line, a gain of 18 and a 1st down. That is the 2nd longest completion of the game for Kerman, and this one's whistled dead.
I think we're going to have some movement in the Kerman backfield. Here's one for you. Little trivia for you.
We are back with the
video's back. All right.
Shout out to Javier, my man, for bailing us out.
Just don't swing the camera over. Rick and I have faces for radio, and we were enjoying that. What was your trivia question, Rick? By the way, it was a false start, 1st and 15.
North High is the only school in town that has their football field goes east and west. Everybody else goes north and south.
Interesting. Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, all fields go north and south because of the sun.
That makes sense. Here's a handoff for Acosta off the right side across midfield. Acosta cuts back inside the 35 and taken down at the 32-yard line. Acosta with a gain of 23. Is there a reason North goes east and west? I'm sure there is.
Well, it's been that way since day one when they built this school, and it was built back in the 50s.
Layton to run. Takes it inside the 25. Stiff arms down to the 20 and out of bounds. A 1st down. How about the stiff arm from Gavin Layton? And some more extracurriculars, it looked like. There was a couple whistles at least.
If I'm not mistaken, it was the same contractor that built Sam Lynn Ballpark.
Oh. I can't tell if you're being serious or just making a bad joke. Something about athletic facilities in Oildale.
Bad joke.
Yeah.
Something about athletic facilities in Oildale, huh?
No, it's the sun because they put home plate at Sam Lynn facing the sun.
Right, that's what I'm saying, yeah. Leighton, the keeper. That was supposed to be a read option, and the running back forgot the option part. Leighton took the snap and went left and stood there, and there was nobody around. And he finally said, all right, I guess I'll run it for 2 yards.
.244 left on the clock. This is right up Kerman's alley. You know, they're a very fast-paced, no-huddle type offense that works well with little time on the clock.
2 receivers each side. Leighton to throw. Has time. Fires middle of the field. Incomplete. Boy, alligator hands all the way on that one for Louis Banuelos, who ran a dig across midfield, Rick. And I think that he knew that the safety was back there and perhaps did not want to be introduced to Walt Lenore.
Well, you couldn't throw that ball any better from Leighton.
And a timeout, Kerman. Well, the clock was already stopped due to the incompletion. Now they want to talk about the next play. Gavin Leighton is 5 of 10 now in this contest.
Well, he's gotten off 10 passes, but the question is, how many pass plays have been called? He's actually thrown 10 passes, but Coach Hurt has called about, I bet he's called about 20 pass plays that have turned into scrambles or sacks.
Leighton on his 5 completions is pushing the ball down the field, by the way. He's got 81 yards on 5 completions, so averaging over 15 per completion.
Got another score, 14-12, BHS over Clovis East, second quarter.
3rd and 9. Fumbled snap. Leighton picks up, throws right, end zone, chucked up, nobody home. And it'll be 4th down. Now, Kerman has not attempted a field goal attempt all season, Rick.
Really?
Not one single field goal attempt. And we'll see if here in the playoffs, if Stephen Hurt decides this is the time to take a shot at it. It sure doesn't look like it.
Well, it looks like they're going for it.
So 4th and 9. And they've brought Solorio in to be the tailback. Leighton pitches to Solorio. It's a double end around. He fumbled. And he's going to get down the left side. Solorio, first down. Unbelievable. They tried to run a double reverse. Solorio pitched it to nobody and was able to pick it up, break a tackle, and get a first down. And it's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looked like he actually dropped. He took the ball from Leighton, dropped it before he got the pitch to the receiver, then picked it up and got the first down.
Gain of 12 for Chris Solorio, who remains in at tailback. Motion man. Leighton rolls right, wants his tight end in the flat, instead throws end zone, touchdown, Kerman. Jacob Aviles with the touchdown from 6 yards out, and the Lions stun the Stars with 1 minute and 47 seconds left here in the half. It's 13-7 with the extra point pending.
Well-designed boot play. That's kind of your standard boot play, especially down on the inside the red zone that you'll see many teams run. And Kerman executed very well. And the kick is up, and
it is good.
It's good. Didn't look good from here.
Mr. Automatic, Angel Dominguez now 21 of 22 on the season. So it's 14-7, Kerman with 1 minute and 47 seconds left here in the opening half of this one. The Lions with 2 second-quarter touchdowns. That drive is a 9-play drive for Kerman that took 3 minutes and 5 seconds.
Well, North's got to figure something out offensively because after that first drive or that second play of the game, they haven't done much.
For Layton, that's his 11th passing touchdown of the season. For Reviles, that's his 4th receiving touchdown. And here comes the kickoff. Again, Dean and Lenore deep. And this will be Lenore from the 18. Comes across 25, cuts it up and gets out to the 33-yard line. Walt Lenore, an explosive player with the ball in his hands. He has 8 interceptions on defense this year as well.
Well, I see Lee still on the sideline, ice in his hands, so I don't know how effective backup quarterback is throwing the ball.
The poor backup quarterback, if your family, sorry, not on the roster. 3 of the 4 major offensive players for North at this point not on the roster, and here's the one who is, and it's Dean, who spins off a defender and gets out to the 41-yard line. And Dean is slow to get up. Rick, did you just get our?
We just got the word. It's Max Partain is at quarterback for North High.
Max Partain,
number 12.
This is a 2-yard gain, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
So he was the JV quarterback all season, brought him up for the playoffs, and guess what?
Yeah,
he's now the varsity quarterback.
Second quarter. Earn your chops, kid. Here's a pitch off the right side, and that's a loss of a yard.
Well, if you're North High, you got to make a decision. You don't want to give. You're 0 for 3 on 4th down conversions. You don't want to give the ball back to Layton with any time left.
And Kerman calls a timeout. Stephen Hurt was right on top of that. So big moment here for North, and the way they just subbed everybody out, I do believe the punting unit's coming out, Rick, so you might have called that. I think North realizes they don't have an offense with a JV quarterback built to score in 32 seconds anyway, so why 4th and 1, you get the first down, all you're going to do is let the clock run out, right?
And it's just going to make Kerman go a lot further than getting stopped on a 4th down.
So here comes the punt. It's away, end over end, and a good one. It bounces about the 32 and rolls all the way down to the 23. The clock's going to tick.
Oh, the clock.
32 seconds left.
Clock didn't run on that. Didn't start till.
They just ran 4 seconds off.
They just ran 4 seconds off, but if you're North High, you want that clock to run now.
So Kerman takes over, 1st and 10 at its own 24. And they're going to put the clock at 25 seconds now, we're told. So you wonder, I don't think Kerman's going to come out and take a knee here, but you wonder if maybe you either have a trick play up your sleeve, Rick, or you're just running some sort of inside zone run and hoping that he breaks free, right?
Yeah, they'll if they can get a chunk play here on 1st down, they'll continue. If they get stopped here, I think they'll just let it.
And Kerman's out of timeouts. They are going to throw. That's kind of surprising. Layton
looks,
rolls, a holding call coming. Layton finally throws, nearly intercepted. And boy, that was like everything you don't want to happen on that play. A holding penalty. Was almost picked off. I got to tell you, Layton's probably lucky that he was getting hit, because had he put some air on that one,
it might have been picked.
Yeah, Elijah Sanchez had an undercut, and he was going to keep running until he got to Frontier.
Layton had number 2 on the dig route wide open. He just couldn't see him.
Joaquin Gonzalez, and so the holding call backs it all the way up to the 13.
If you're Kerman here, you just might run the ball and take it into halftime.
There's a handoff Acosta off the left side. Now he cuts up. He's still on his feet. Are you kidding me? There's a flag back at the 12-yard line, and Acosta gets run down from behind by Lenore, and that'll end the half anyways. And Acosta seems pretty upset that he got run down, but it'll make him feel better that there's a flag all the way back at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know what he was upset about. Lenore just ran him down like he stole something. He was on him pretty dang fast.
North actually declines the penalty because it would have called for one more play. And so that's going to be a run of, when do you go down at the 30? Do the math there on that real quick. That's a 58-yard run to end the half with no points. All right, Acosta gets to pad his stat book. It's 14-7 Kerman here at half.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
It's summer sell down at Motor City GMC. The all-new GMC Sierra 4-door is under $30,000. We are professional grade and we're California's largest GMC dealer. Go to MotorCityGMC.com.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools, together we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you, so what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools, together we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome this evening to your halftime performance from the North Star Alliance and Color Guard. Drum majors Joseph Taquette and Marshall Feliciano. Is your band ready? You may take the field for your performance.
while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
Welcome to the city, Motor City, where it's summer sell down. Drive away a GMC Sierra 4-door, only $29,990, or save up to $10,000 off select Sierra HD models. Summer sell-down offers end September 3rd. We are professional grade, and we are California's largest volume GMC dealer, Motor City.
Current Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home. Current Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you. So what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Current Schools. Together, we have something special.
For over 100 years, Bakersfield College has helped thousands of people achieve their dreams through education. Now Bakersfield College is bringing college closer to home, with courses offered in Southwest Bakersfield on Stockdale Highway, downtown Bakersfield, and at the main campus on Panorama Drive. Programs and classes also available in Delano, Shafter, Arvin, and online. Your path to a bright new future can start today at the home of the Renegades. It's easy. Take the first step. Visit bakersfieldcollege.edu to learn more.
Welcome back to North High School here, getting ready for the second half of play between the North Stars and the Kerman Lions, the number 8 and 9 seeds in the CIF Central Section. Division 4 winner of this one plays Washington Union next week. That's the same Washington Union team that just beat Kerman 48-14 last week. So you know Kerman's licking their chops for a chance to maybe avenge themselves from that one, and North wants to make sure the next time Kerman plays Washington Union is next October.
Yeah.
14-7, Kerman leads, and they will kick off to North to start the second half. I'm Jason Galvin. He's the coach, Rich Van Horn. We're ready to go. Second half, playoff football. CIF Central Section, Division 4, right here on the Kern High Network. And here comes the kickoff from Kerman to start the second half, and it is deep. And this will be Dean, who will take it at the 18, across the 25, 30, 35, 40 near side, dives forward out to the 44-yard line. A great return from Brian Dean to start the second half, and let's see who's in at quarterback. It is the senior, Titus Least, who's going to try to return, and we heard he does have a right thumb, throwing thumb injury here, Rick. Apparently he injured it earlier this year, re-injured it on a play early there in the ball game, but had some ice on it, went into the locker room, got a little bit of work at halftime. He's going to try to give it a go. 1st and 10 from the 44, and it's a handoff right up the middle across the 20. That's Ocampo's second carry of the game, and it goes for 2 yards.
Well, North High's got to figure something out. That first half, other than the first drive in the first quarter, they haven't done much. They've been bouncing back and forth between a pro set spread and their double wing, and really can't get a groove going.
2nd down and 8. And Least keeps it himself across midfield, lowers the shoulder and drags a defender all the way down to the Kerman 41-yard line. And Titus Least looked just fine on that gain of 13.
And that might be the spark that North High needs there to get them revved up and back in this game.
North High in Kerman's territory. Starts the second half here. Nice little drive.
Brian Dean in the first half had 95 yards. Let's see if he gets the ball here, and he does, and cuts off the left side, and Dean's over 100 with that run. A late flag comes in at the 31. In fact, 2 flags as Dean got all the way inside the 30. And there's a Stars player down back at the 33, and that is offensive lineman Dakota Stearman, who's a senior. Stearman's back up. That is a hold. It's going to be right near the first down marker here, though, Rick. So it's almost going to be like replaying the down because of that nice little run by Dean.
Well, if North High wants to stay in this game, they've got to get Dean going. They've got to get him the ball. We saw him second play of the game go, where did he go, 50?
He went 64.
64.
For a touchdown. He's going to get the pitch here off the right side. Cuts up field inside the 40, inside the 35. Took a big shoulder tackle there from Anthony Martinez. And he picks up about 7. The PA announcer added 5 more yards to that play.
Like I said, they got to get him going. They got to feed him the ball. Let him get into rhythm. I don't know how well Least can throw the ball because they haven't done it very much tonight.
Dean, the lone tailback again, out of the gun with a tight end and a man in motion. And it's Lenore who tries to make a man miss, spins off one. Look at the speed for Walt Lenore. Out to the 31. That'll be real close. Let's see where they mark him. A yard short. Does a nice job by Lenore, though. Very easily could have lost a couple of yards there, Rick. 3rd and 1. They've struggled here.
He probably could have stayed in bounds and got that extra yard for that first down.
And this one's whistled dead. False start. Boy, the penalties at the line of scrimmage have absolutely killed North tonight.
On both sides.
Yes.
Both offense and defensive lines.
And so that's going to knock it back.
So now if Lenore stays in bounds for another yard, gets the first down, they're not in this predicament. 3rd and 5.
And in motion. Least will keep it himself. Power QB keeper, and it is stuffed. That was Jordan Perez who read it the entire way. A gain of 1, and it's 4th and long.
Actually, the offensive line had some push there, but at least not being the fastest guy, they were still able to come off their block and get Lease for a 1 yard gain, or
maybe a half yard.
Half yard gain.
So Titus Lease remains in the gun on 4th down. Double tight set. Dean to his left. Hands it to Dean.
Throw it.
Dean's going to throw it. He's got Lease open, and it's a good throw to the 20, 15, 10. Titus Lease, touchdown North! What a throw by the running back, Brian Dean, and Titus Lease goes to the house, 36 yards, an extra point from tying it.
Great call by North High. Great throw by Dean. And a good catch by Least.
Well, that's the second dead ball unsportsmanlike on North after the play. That had to be for celebration. I will say this. When Andrew Clayton got called in the first half on the long run, I understood because he dropped it and got up and he did the whole Ezekiel Elliott first down thing, and that doesn't work. When you score a 36-yard touchdown in the playoffs on a reverse pass to your quarterback, if you can't celebrate, we don't need officials. I'm just going to say, at some point, they're kids. They're human. What if they just scored the game-tying touchdown, and now you back the extra point up 15 yards?
And we talked about every point counting, and now we're back.
This is a 35-yard extra point. Elijah Sanchez for the tie with 9:07 left. This is crazy. No, and I didn't see anything else, so that had to be a celebration penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see much at all.
That is crazy. Sanchez, this has the distance. He got it! And we're tied. Take that penalty. Boy, that was good from 50. 45 at least.
Yeah.
That had plenty.
I thought there might have been an offsides on Kerman on that.
Yeah, they brought the heat for sure.
Yeah.
So the extra point is good. A 6-play touchdown drive lasted 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And it's Titus Lease, the QB, on the reception from Dean. And we're tied at 14.
So right now Dean has ran a touchdown in, and now he's got a passing touchdown to his credit.
I got to make new entries here in my stat book. I didn't have Titus Lease down as a receiver or Brian Dean down as a QB. Brian Dean's passer rating looks excellent right now, Rick. 1 for 1 for 36 and a touchdown. My math's not real good, but that tells me that's about as good as it gets. Here's the kickoff from the 40. Plenty of leg in this one, all the way back down to the 7. Here comes Kerman on the return. Out to the 15. Boy, North has this stuffed out, but a spin move and a couple extra yards on the return for Banuelos, who's had a few nice returns here in this one. So Kerman takes over. 8:59 left here in the third. First possession of the second half for the Lions, and the ball will be marked down at the 27-yard line.
That was a big possession, a big score coming out of halftime for North High. You've got to make that statement. If you don't score there, and Kerman goes up 2 touchdowns, it's going to be a long night.
And whistle, the kicking tee was still on the field, so we're going to get rid of that. Some officials timeout. So here comes Kerman and Gavin Layton, the quarterback, to start the second half with 2 backs and the double handoff. And this one's going to go right up the middle for Saldana, who gets a yard, maybe 2.
Sanchez and Wynn on the stop for North.
6th carry of the game for Saldana.
Well, that play, North High had a little bounce in their step on the defensive side.
2nd and 8. Saldana again. Maybe a yard, and there's a Kerman lineman who got rolled up and is slow to get back up. And that was Angelo Hernandez. Ball marked at the 30. It is 3rd and 7 and a huge play for the Stars defense here. Saldana the only back now. 2 receivers split to each side. Saldana goes in motion over to Layton's left. Layton's still looking at the wristband like he doesn't know what the play call here is. Well, now he calls it out. Boy, tick, 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 tick. Gets the snap off. Has time, a lot of time. Now under pressure, fires, incomplete. Broken up, in coverage for North.
Number 11.
Gavin Short, the slot back. And North with a 3-and-out stand on defense will force the punt.
You know, Layton you can't throw over the middle late. You know, that's the old adage, and that's what he's done the last 2 times. He's had receivers open.
Layton is the punter. And so here comes the punt, and that is end over end and hobbles to the 46. Lenore doesn't have a chance to make a play on it. Well covered for Kerman by Martinez, who downs it at the 31-yard line, and that is where North High will take over. 7 minutes, 22 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter, and North takes over from their own 31-yard line. Coming off of a 6-play, 2-minute, and 46-second touchdown drive. It resulted in Brian Dean hitting Titus Least for 36 yards and tying this game up. North scored on a big play on its first drive of the first half and on a big play on its first drive of the second half. And this is Clayton on his first run of the drive, and it goes for a nice 8 yards.
You know, he had the big long 40-yard run in the first quarter or second quarter
with the penalty
on top.
2nd down and 2. The QB is going to keep it. This will depend on the spot. And he's going to get it. 3 yards for Least and a first down after the 42.
Well, that's about the first spot that North High's got in their favor.
How different does this offense look with Titus Least at quarterback? I mean, even the double wing QB runs just seem more in sync. Here's a double handoff. Dean hands it to Clayton. Clayton rolls his shoulder, and that's 8 or 9.
When we talk about getting Dean going, they may have to get Clayton going because he's... we have a flag here.
After the play. Is that on Clayton? And Clayton is Clayton's holding his leg like he might be a little banged up here. He's limping around. Unsportsmanlike on Kerman. This is the first time the Lions have lost their composure, and that's going to be 15 and a first down following the 9-yard run for Clayton.
Well, we've got some other scores. Tulare Union and Ridgeview all tied up at 7. Stockdale 13, Rigetti 10.
First and 10 from the 34 now. Here's Dean, cuts back inside the 30. Some more extracurriculars going on. That was a gain of 6.
Well, you know, Clayton gives him a good counter to Dean's speed and Clayton's power.
And there's a star down, boy.
I think that's Dean.
No, it's not. It's Gary Harris, and that, you talk about potentially catastrophic injuries, Harris is limping off.
Starter.
left tackle, nose tackle. We've already seen him make some big plays on defense, and I don't think I need to tell you how important he is if he's the left tackle on a team that runs the ball the way North does. So Harris limps over to the
looks like
trainer.
he's going to be. I think he's going to be all right.
Dean goes for 6, down to the 28. Ryan Dean up well over 100 yards now. Titus Lease trots back out. 5 minutes, 54 seconds remaining. All knotted up at 14 here in the third quarter. The winner faces Washington Union, and Kerman going to get called here for an offsides and another first down. Tides are changing here on penalties, Rick, after North gave up so many poor penalties. That's 2 on this drive against Kerman, both resulting in first downs.
And you talked about the offense looking a little crisper. You know, the timing is always going to be better with least got the most reps all week.
And he pitches to Dern.
And you can see they're a lot quicker in their execution, because what happens is you bring your backup quarterback in. Now your backup quarterback's not even a guy who's on the team the whole year.
Right.
So now his cadence is much different. Now these guys are having to get used to this in about 30 seconds.
Say he wasn't on the team all year. He wasn't on the team until Monday. He was the JV quarterback.
He was the JV quarterback.
He played a football game last Friday night. Monday morning, you're the backup quarterback. Friday night, never mind, you're the starter. This is Dean again. Spins forward. He's going to get it. Ryan Dean just chipping away. Marked down at the 13. It'll be 1st and 10. North will have a chance to pick up another first. It's like right in between the 13 and 12. So they'll have to get inside the 3 for a first down. Of course, the way this offense goes, never say never. They might get inside the 3 and not score. 1st and 10. Dean again, cuts back.
Dean on another carry, right in the middle.
Gets it to the 10, maybe a little more.
Up a couple, maybe 3. 2nd and 7, just inside the 10-yard line here for North.
It's the 15th carry of the game for Brian Dean.
I'm trying to look for Clayton out there, because this would be a prime spot for. There he is.
He's on the left wing here.
Okay. They're going to break the bone here.
Dean again. Outside zone run, went nowhere. Right back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 3rd and 7.
I thought they had a good little mojo going there in that double wing, and then
back to the gun. And that is the first carry of the game for Brian Dean that did not go for positive yardage. It was his 16th carry. And now Least on 3rd and 7. Brings Lenore in motion. And that's who gets it. And he breaks the tackle. And Lenore's in. Touchdown. North's on top. Walt Lenore on the jet sweep from 9 yards out, ran through an arm tackle, and all of a sudden the Stars lead it 20-14.
13 unanswered points coming out of the second half.
And another Star injured. There's a bunch of North players over there with whoever is down. I'm trying to get a number. The player who's injured is being shielded right now by several coaches.
It's 71 again. No?
77's who was helping, and it looks like it's 66. It is Dakota Stearman, who's actually been slow to get up a couple times, and this time he's down, and they're looking at his left leg, it looks like. And this your biggest concern is that Cole Mangum, who's one of the captains on this team, stayed over there, which tells you that Mangum perhaps realizes that Stearman might be more banged up than you'd like to see. And here's Stearman limping off the field now with the help of the coaching staff in Mangum. So that puts a little bit of a dent on that touchdown.
Well, the good thing is he's walking off. I got a feeling he'll be back in there.
It's a 9-play drive. It goes 69 yards. And it ran off 4 minutes and 25 seconds. And the extra point is good. 21-14. Second half could not be going any better here for North High.
2 possessions, 2 touchdowns, 14 unanswered points.
And the 3 and out when your defense was on the field.
Yep. So, and of course, a lot has to do with that because of Lease getting back in the game, getting the offense back on track. Timing looks, like you said, a lot more efficient and than they did when they had to use the JV quarterback, Pardue. Am I saying that? Partain.
Again, you have to forgive Rick and I had to go down at halftime and find an updated roster with the JV players, take a picture, because the rosters we were provided pregame didn't have JV players for either club, which Kerman didn't have many.
Yeah.
But North loaded up a little with some players who had some experience, and Partain was one of them. So here's the kick. North sets sail all the way down to the 5. Here's the return. And and he fell on it. Banuelos has not had the easiest of times on kick returns here tonight. Rick, was the one thing I told you about the special teams in this game. Kerman not good at kick or punt returns all season. It's just not something they've excelled at, and it is shown tonight.
Yeah, it has, and it may come down to that. You got a 1-score game. And that's why that 35-yard PAT by North may turn out to be the biggest play of the game.
Kerman from its own 20. 2:50 left, third quarter. 21-14, North High with the lead. Man comes in motion. They fake the jet sweep. Here's the handoff. This is Acosta outside across the 30, 40, out to midfield and down, out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at the 48-yard line, it looks like. Across midfield as...
Well, Kevin, here's one for you. Garces 23, Frontier 0.
Wow.
Is that I don't get the connection there, Kevin. Are you a Frontier guy or a Garces guy?
I don't either.
Either one.
Oh, okay.
He's a West High guy.
I was just checking. Jet sweep. Out to the 45.
I just pay attention to the BHS score, that's all.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure.
On the run around the left-hand side. Picks about 3 yards. Be 2nd and 7.
That was a Viles on the jet sweep. Went for 3. It's 2nd and 7. Now from the North 45 for Kerman. Acosta's having himself quite a fine game now. Here's a throw for Layton. It is high, and what a catch.
Nice
Going
catch.
up to get it was Viles.
Jacob Aviles.
Aviles? You going Aviles? Okay. It probably is Aviles. I get hung up on that. Aviles threw me off with there was a baseball player who went by Aviles, and it just ruined everything for me. I've been stuck on it forever. Aviles, 3rd and 1. Acosta, I could say that one. 40, 35, down to the 33. It'll be first down. Gain of 7. Actually, down to the 28, gain of 12.
Well, Kerman answering back after North High has scored the last 14 straight points. Putting a pretty good drive together here behind Acosta. And Acosta had the big long run right before half, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Layton on the keeper there.
This time, the QB keeper for Gavin Layton.
And you were talking about Dean being close to the century mark. I think Acosta might be.
Hey, he has long since blown past it.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, he's over 150.
Oh my.
On 4 carries. He's been very boom or bust.
And it's a very quiet 150 yards.
Correct. Indeed. Yeah.
Because they're few and far between.
Acosta has 8 carries here, Rick. Here is 8. I'll tell you his 8 carries after this one. He might get his 9th here. Nope, Layton's going to throw. Acosta stays in the block. Dumped off to Aviles. Down to the 20. Did I get it right that time?
Aviles, yes.
Hey.
Yeah.
I said you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
Gain of 8.
Kerman's kind of figured it out now. If we stay in the pocket, we're getting
blasted.
We're getting blasted here. So let's move the pocket a little bit. Let's run a little sprint pass. That's the same route that Jerry Rice caught 38 touchdown passes.
3rd and 1. Solorio's the tailback. This is a keeper for Layton. He gets stuffed.
I don't think he made it.
No way. He lost a yard. So it's going to be 4th and a couple. All right, I promised. Here's the 8 carries for Acosta in this game. You ready for this?
Yep.
2, 42. -4, -6. 23, 58, 32. 3 in a row, and then 12. So his last 4 carries, he's averaging 20 plus.
So out of those 8 carries, 2 of them are negative yards, and he still has 150.
He's got 2 negatives and a 2, and he's blown past 150 already. That's going to end the 3rd quarter here. We'll take a break. We're going to the final frame. 21-14, North leads on the Kern High Network.
Schools Federal Credit Union is here to be your lifelong financial partner. So while your financial life may start out with a Rocky Raccoon account, as you grow, we'll be with you every step of the way. From your first car and everyone thereafter, to investing in your family's future, to buying that special house you'll call home, Kern Schools is here to help. And if you live in Kern County, then you can bank with us. See, we're local just like you. So what we accomplish together benefits our entire community. Kern Schools, together we have something special.
Back here at North High, 4th quarter getting ready to go. And it's 4th and 2, long 2, right away for Kerman and a big play. This is a direct snap to Solorio. He's got it inside the 15 and down near the 10-yard line. A direct snap for Chris Solorio, who already has a rushing touchdown in this game.
Off that same play, Solorio, so it's got to be a heads up for North when he gets back there at quarterback. The bells should be going off.
That is a gain of 10 for Solorio, who's got carries of 10, 12, and 7, 2 first downs and a touchdown on his 3 carries. And he checks out. Kerman doesn't get the lead here. They might want to check him in more.
Yeah.
Of course, the way Acosta's running, you kind of wonder why they're not giving him the ball more. Here comes a blitz off the edge. 2 blitzes. Layton keeps it and gets wrapped up right away. That ended up being the perfect offensive play call as North brought pressure from both sides and Layton was on a designed QB run. That probably saved him from taking a big loss. Instead, it's a gain of 2.
Roosevelt Cummings is another stop for North High.
And still didn't get much on that. And of course, Layton's not the fastest guy in the stadium.
Right. 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line. So the Lions can get a first down if they get it to the 1. Acosta's the tailback. Bring a man in motion. It's Acosta now who gets the handoff. No, actually Layton kept it. Layton is sacked. And that was number 19, Elijah Sanchez with the sack. And it's going to be a 10-yard loss back to the 19. And if you're late, you got to wonder at that point, if you're late, you just got to chuck it.
Well, he almost thought about it, but it wouldn't have been a good idea.
A sack, a 10-yard loss.
And now a timeout by Kerman. That play just started off bad.
Got a big hand for the cheerleaders, doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, they brought a man in motion. They brought Aviles in motion, and had they given him the ball, he was going to get blown up in the backfield. And then they faked the inside handoff to Acosta.
Well, like I said, Layton's not the fastest guy. So after he made 2 fakes on that one, North High's in his back pocket.
Yeah, you got to have somebody open real quick after that. 10:07 left here in the fourth quarter.
You know, for these spread offenses to be effective, your quarterback has to make some plays with his feet. And Layton hasn't made a whole bunch of plays with his feet yet.
Layton has been sacked 3 times, hit countless more. He fumbled on a 6-yard run that turned the ball over and gave it to North. And here we are on 3rd and 17, and Layton to throw. Layton's hit again! He's going to go down! Back-to-back sacks for North, and there are 2 Lions down, and Layton is one of them. And it was Marquez with the sack, his 5th sack in the last 4 weeks. The other Kerman player who was down is Harmonyar Sapraj, who's one of the offensive linemen, and he's the right guard. He's going to try to stay in. So is Layton. It is 4th down and 1.5 miles here. 4th and 22 from the 24-yard line. Layton to throw. Layton's hit again. Intercepted. No, it's caught. A hook and lateral. Touchdown.
Said we're gonna answer that quarterback throwback from North by the flea flicker. You saw that guy go in motion. You saw it set up.
Boy, there was a North player underneath I thought was going to intercept it, and it went over the North player, and the hook and lateral works to perfection, and a touchdown.
That receiver there made the whole play. Made it going up, making a nice catch, and still getting the pitch off. Crucial point right here.
Extra point attempt from Angel Dominguez, who's missed 1 all year, and it was last week. He's missed none tonight. That one's good. We're tied at 21. 9 minutes, 21 seconds left. That was a 22-yard touchdown on the 12th play of the drive. So that drive goes 12 plays. And uses up 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Just when we thought North High was getting on a roll, Kerman answers back. North High had scored 14 straight before that score by Kerman. Remember, the winner of this gets Washington Union, the #1 ranked team in Division 4 at Washington Union.
Right.
And if they're still playing in the same spot, the field is across the street, kind of in between a couple cow fields.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun. Onside kick, and it's whistled dead. Offside play.
Offside.
Well, you pull the onside kick out of your hat, you cannot be offside. It was pretty well executed, too. The onside kick, which of course has, when I say disappeared from the pro game, I mean disappeared. It changed the rules for onside kicks that you couldn't overload one side. And in the professional ranks, when you know it's coming, it's pretty much impossible now.
Yeah, and dangerous for those guys. But you've got 10 guys looking at the ball. There's no reason you should be offsides on any kickoff.
Hernandez, this time he'll drive it. And this is going to be Dean from the 13. Across the 25, 30, space, 40, still on his feet. Voids a face mask, took a dangerous hit down low, and Brian Dean is down at the 47. And Brian Dean's not back up yet. And the crowd goes silent here at North. You talk about players you can't lose, and your quarterback is one of them, and this might be the other one. And he took a big hit down low right at his knees and is still down on his knees. Richie Bolin, the head coach, is over. He's the one hunched over on the left with the red windbreaker and black pants on, gray hat. Dean is up now and limping, but generally speaking, I'd say walking all right. He's going to take a breath here and kind of kick it out. It's his right leg.
The good thing for North is they have number 34, Clayton.
Kerman just got a 5-yard penalty, Rick, for
on the warning,
the second sideline warning.
Well, we caught one early on in the game that was North High, and they marked it off right away.
So that's going to be across midfield for North to take over here.
We've got a score from Ridgeview. Ridgeview 14, Tulare Union 14.
First play, still on his feet, inside the 40-yard line. And I believe that was Alex Tejada, it was, who just checked in.
They haven't called, North High hadn't called his number very much tonight.
That is a gain of,
look for
15. And this is Ocampo, the fullback, and that's going to go for about 5. Second and 5. The pitch. 3 more yards. So that was Brian Dean, who's back in the game, so that's great to see. It's going to bring up third and about 3.
Well, Dean's coming in the game now. Okay.
Third and 3, Dean off the left wing. This time Leafs just keeps it himself, it looks like. And I don't think he got there.
No, but they've got another down, so they're going to go for it here.
They give him 1. 9th carry for Leafs. It's 4th and 2. And Kerman on 3 different occasions in this game
jumped off sides. Is that what we're going? You talking long count here? Or
no, I was going to say
stop.
on 3 different occasions they've stopped North on 4th and 2 or shorter.
That's right.
Dean leans forward, and I think he got there.
I think he got it. Of course, we've said that before.
Right away, there's the
and
signal.
Dean is down again.
Boy, credit to Brian Dean for trying to power through this one.
Brian Dean, once again.
Well, you could look at the frustration, Rick. It's like he doesn't want to come out, but he knows he needs to. So they're going to mark it at the 21. That's a gain of 4 when they needed 3. 18th carry for Brian Dean. And he limps over towards the bench. So 1st and 10.
And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Stars.
And the pitch off the left side with some space across the 15. There's a flag inside the 10-yard line. That was Alex Ruvalcaba's first carry of the game for Ruvalcaba.
May be nullified by a penalty here, and I'm thinking it's going to be against North High.
Holding is the call from Joe Saldivar, the referee. Trying to see where Brian Dean went. Sitting over here on the bench. Gets back up and walking back over towards the sideline, but noticeably limping still. From the 21, this goes back to the 31. Handoff across the 30.
Up a couple of tough yards there.
Down to the 28.
Well, I think we've got our first final of the night in. Wasco 14, East 13.
Well, the good news is a Kern County team won.
Yeah.
The bad news is a Kern County team lost.
Wasco was the number 10 seed. Kerman the 9, North the 8, and East was the 7 seed.
Second down and long. Least is throwing. Least has a man at the 10. Up, tipped, incomplete. He underthrew him. He underthrew his receiver.
Actually, he would have
Michael
probably
Hunter.
been. Oh, we got a flag here.
Boy, that was very late. Is this going to be unsportsmanlike on Kerman for celebrating the deflection? Wait for it.
Actually, least
unbelievable.
Wow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the celebration for breaking up the pass. That's the third.
Agree with you. 2 against North and 1 now against Kerman.
That's tough. And 3rd and 18 is going to turn in. Should be an automatic first down here. It's not an automatic first down. It's going to be 3rd and 2, so they just give him the 15-yard penalty. Here's the keeper. Is he still up? He's still up, and they finally mark him down.
And he's got the first down.
First and goal. It's a gain of 5.
No, North. There's no rush for North High. They've got 5:36 left.
In fact, I would argue there's quite the opposite. You've got 1st and goal. You want to milk as much time as you can at this point.
And that's, yeah. So they're in no hurry.
Here's the pitch. Up the middle. Inside the 5.
You don't want to give that ball back to Kerman with the capability of Leighton. He hasn't done much, but the possibility is there because he's got the potential.
Second and goal from the 5. 9th play of the drive, which has used up 4.5 minutes. Least under center. The pitch. Tejada couldn't get there.
And just like we talked about, you saw Least work that clock down until that referee gave the 5-second signal, and then away they went.
3rd and goal from about the 2.5.
It'll be 3rd down, number 66 that time, Albert Casillas.
Ocampo is going to be the fullback. With Marquez and Tejada. Handoff. Touchdown! Touchdown North. And it's Ruvalcaba.
Very dangerous down there to run that counter on the 3-yard line in a ball game that's all tied up. But they did it.
On the 10th play of the drive, Ruvalcaba with a 3-yard touchdown. The extra point. So important here. On the way. And good. 28-21. North High leads it. With 4:04 left here in the football game. A 5-minute, 6-second, 10th play 48-yard touchdown drive. For Ruvalcaba, that was just his second official carry of the game.
Well, I think we've got the score right. Rigetti 27, Stockdale 24.
Final?
Not a final.
Okay. These boys out in Santa Maria can play football. They don't have a lot else to do. Big boys in Santa Maria.
Yeah.
Kickoff from the 40.
Well, that's Rigetti that put a whipping on Centennial earlier in the year, 66-6.
Elijah Sanchez taken from the 18. Manuelos is stuffed at the 28. And give him forward progress out to the 29. So that is where Kerman takes over, trailing by a touchdown. 3 minutes, 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Kerman needs to go 71 yards.
In 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
And they're out of timeouts, by the way, which could really prove to be costly depending on how this game goes.
Yeah.
Especially if they get to where they need a defensive stop. So here's Leighton at quarterback. Acosta the tailback. Leighton to throw. Looking, fires. He wants Acosta on the swing route. It went right through his hands. Juan Acosta has to catch that one. There's nothing wrong with the pass from Leighton. Second and 10. It's the one bright spot if your Kerman didn't run any time off the clock. 3:48 to go.
If you're North High, you just got to keep everything in front of you and just make the tackle. Keep these guys inbounds, let that clock run. They've got no timeouts.
Acosta, inside zone run. And he's going to get 4.
The other thing is North's got to keep their composure. No penalties. No free yardage for Kerman. And they may walk out of here with victory.
Costa comes off. Alex Saldana checks in as the tailback. 2 receivers on each side. It's Banuelos and Aviles up top. Motion man, now 3 receivers right. Leighton to throw. He's looking to the single receiver side. One-on-one down the field. Nearly intercepted. It's caught instead. No, they ruled it complete. And I think that's a good call.
I think so. That ball touched the ground there.
Boy, that was nearly the catch of the year for Eli Quinones. It was in Lenore's hands for what would have been his 9th pick of the year. Quinones took it away and went to the ground with possession, but when he rolled over, you could clearly see the ball come out. And a great job by the line judge to get down there. Had to run 40 yards and got there and made the right call.
Well, we talked about all North High has to keep these guys in front of them. They can't. That play right there shouldn't have happened.
4th down and 7. And the Lions are going for it with 2:59 left in the game. I'm almost surprised Richie Bowen's not taking a timeout here because there's a lot of confusion. I think they're asking for one here. Maybe not. Boy, a lot of confusion for North on D. 4th and 7. Could be the game. Leighton to throw. Steps up. Looking. Fires. Incomplete. Boy, that one hit Joaquin Gonzalez in the chest, and he wasn't ready for it because Alex Saldana had leaked out of the backfield on a wheel route. And
it looked like he was going to throw to Saldana,
right.
Then he came back down to
I think Leighton just realized he was running out of time and made a panic throw. It is a turnover on downs. So North takes over with 2:53 left.
Well, if they can get a first down out of this game may be over.
No timeouts left for Kerman. Here's the pitch. This is Dean. Dean breaks a tackle. Dean still on his feet. First down, still going to the 11. Brian Dean with an exclamation point on a great night. And a first down and a gain of 19.
Now, North's got to slow things down. They've got plenty of time. Got to let that clock run.
19th carry of the game for Brian Dean, who himself is closing in on the 150 mark.
You'll probably see Lease take this down to 5 seconds. He'll keep his eye on that back judge.
2:10 left in the game. Ocampo. Fullback dive. Ball's on the ground. They whistled it dead.
Ocampo on the carry.
And they've stopped the clock and given a timeout to Kerman.
Timeout.
So I guess Kerman does have timeout. Scoreboard showed 0.
0 timeouts.
But Kerman is awarded a timeout here. Well, so now we got to figure out how many they have left. It's a 4-yard gain. Just the 4th carry for Ocampo.
Ridgeview up 21-14 over Tulare Union.
Well, we have a second here. Give a shout out to the administration at North High, Mark Bodge, the principal, Kendra Weiser, Gary Palacios, Russ Schubert, Andrew Sheeran, the athletic director, of course, and Allison Toy, the activities director here at North High. The Stars are a minute and 52 seconds from winning a playoff game after their head coach walked out with 3 weeks left in the regular season. Richie Bolin is a minute and 52 seconds from being 4-0.
Well, we got to start talking about player of the game, and right now I think pretty clear cut.
Brian Dean.
Oh my!
And Kerman's got it. Boy, did we just jinx Brian Dean or what?
Uh-oh.
That one went right through his hands. Oh boy, Brian Dean can't believe it. A minute and 49 seconds left. Kerman takes over after the fumble by Dean. Missed the first turnover. And so here's Kerman with a chance to win it, or tie it at least. Down by 7, Leighton to throw. Fires, middle of the field, incomplete. A huge hit from Lenore after Quinones had already dropped it. Well, that's a ball Quinones has to catch.
Well, these receivers for Kerman aren't doing Leighton any favors, are they?
Not at all.
That's about the 3rd drop in a row.
Derek Escobedo comes on for Quinones. First time we've seen Escobedo in the game all day.
North High's got to do a better job on this short side of the field. 81 over here.
Leighton, lots of time, fires, complete. Manuelos, first down.
Get out of bounds.
Manuelos steps out near the 30.
At the 30-yard line, it will be a first down for Kerman.
Gain of 21. First and 10. Leighton to throw. Quickly. Complete. Across the 35. Aviles out to the 36. That's a gain of 6. Sixth reception for Aviles, who's up over 70 yards. 2nd and 6. Layton looking, takes a shot, has a man to the 40. And that's Escobedo, who's just into the game. A gain of 30.
We don't have 81. North High's 81 here on the roster, do we?
Not on the first one, but he might be on the new one. 81 is Jan Mappa, who's a sophomore.
Okay.
Back to throw, Layton, middle of the field.
And
there are flags down to the 23. That is caught by Gonzalez, but there were flags way back at the 46. This is going to be a holding on Kerman. It's going to be on their left tackle, John Velasquez, the captain, who had a look of disbelief. He had his hands up in the air. He looked towards the sideline and kind of threw him around in disagreement with the officials. Boy, you talk about a swing. It goes from what would have been 1st and 10 inside the 25 to 1st and 25 from their own 44.
Well, they've been working on 81 down here.
Pressure. Layton scrambles, throws. That is caught by Aviles out to the 47 of North. A great scramble drill moment there.
We've got 35 seconds left.
2nd and 17. Layton fires down the right side, incomplete.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 17 with 23 seconds left.
That was the 24th passing attempt of this game for Gavin Layton. And if Kerman doesn't find a way to come back and tie this one or win it, Rick, you got to wonder if Stephen Hurt's going to think to himself at all, maybe I should have run a little more. You look at Acosta, just 9 carries but over 150 yards. Got to ride the hot hand. 3rd down and 18. Empty set. Layton with 3 receivers to the near side. To throw. Pressured. Steps up. Avoids the sack. Has all day. Fires. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. Should have been intercepted. Boy, that was Brian Dean in on defense. Had a chance to redeem himself, and it hit him right in the number 9. And there's a star who's down, and that's the edge rusher who couldn't get the sack. Is that Wynn?
44.
No, yeah, it is. Anthony Wynn, who's had a great game, and he's down.
Layton just slipped out, ducked under Marquez, who was putting a good pass rush out from the right side here. Offense is left.
Boy, how fitting would it have been for Brian Dean to seal the deal after the fumble that put him in this position.
Yeah.
So Wynn's going to have to come off. Here's the thing that's going to hurt. Wynn's got to come off for a play. It's 4th down. He's one of your best pass rushers, and he can't be on the field. The way he's limping off, I don't know if he'd be your most effective pass rusher anyways. 4th and 18. 4th and the season for the Kerman Lions. 4th and we want to play next week for North High. The whistle from Joe Saldivar, the referee. Man goes in motion. 4 receivers right side. Layton steps up, fires. They try to run the hook and lateral again. North side the entire way. It's a completion. Out of bounds. Turnover on downs. North High is going to win the football game. The defense delivers when it matters most. They read the hook and lateral the entire way on that one.
I think even if he would have got it, they were kind of out of sync there on that hook and lateral. So this means
Magnitude 2.6 in Oildale right now.
North High will be traveling to Washington Union next week to face #1 ranked Washington Union in Division 4.
I don't think they care who they're playing next week. Titus Least, who battled through a throwing hand injury to come back in the second half, takes the knee. The North High Stars scored 21 points in the second half, and North wins it 28-21. The Stars are going to keep dancing. They're up to 99 to take on Washington Union, the #1 team in Central Section Division 4. For Kerman, the Lions fall to 4-7 on the year. Stephen Hurt's club, a valiant effort. They played a tough game, but it wasn't enough. Kern County reigns supreme on opening weekend. The Stars have won it. For everybody here at the Kern High School Network, our great sponsors, Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, Bakersfield College in Motor City, camera operator Kevin Willie, Stan Green, everybody at the athletics department, Rick Van Horn, I'm Jason Galvin. Thanks so much for spending your Friday night with us. The final from North, the Stars 28, Kerman 21. Good night.